Welcome to our today's tutorial. We are going to deal with the computer system, and within the computer system, as I had described in the previous lessons, we have various devices. Today we are going to deal with the input device. So at the end of this tutorial, we are supposed to define what an input device is, explain the available input devices, you state the advantages and disadvantages, and describe how these devices are being used. What is an input device? An input device is a device that converts the user input from human readable form to machine language that the computer can understand and process. So basically, these are devices that accept your data, then pass them to the computer system. This is an example of an input device, basically where the arrow is showing. I'm talking about this part, which we shall see later on, that is referred to as the keyboard. What are some of the input devices available? We have the keying devices, we have the pointing device, we have the scanning devices, we have the data capture device, then we also have the voice recognition device. But in our today's tutorial, we're going to deal with the keying device and the pointing device. What is a keying device? This is a device that is used to feed data into the computer. What are some of the examples? We have the keyboard, we have the mouse. Now, what is a keyboard? A keyboard is an input device that is used for typing letters, numbers, and other symbols in the computer. Now, these are the ones that are converted into machine-readable form. As you understand, the computer processes data in form of zeros and ones. Those are what we refer to as bits, and those are the machine-readable that we are talking about. In the keyboard, as we learned in our earlier tutorial, it has divided into various parts. Just as a reminder, the revision, we have the alphanumeric keys, we have the numeric keypad, we have the function keys, we have the special keys, and we have the cursor movement and arrow keys, or what referred to as the editing keys. What are some of the types of the keying devices that we are having? One, we have the flexible keyboard. This flexible keyboard is more portable than the traditional one because it can be folded and packed into a bag. We also have got an ergonomic keyboard. This is the type of keyboard that is specially designed so as to provide comfort to the user, so that we do not have these wrist pains that's associated with the traditional keyboard. We also have got a keypad. Keypad is a miniature keyboard that is used on portable devices like the PD and mobile phone. We also have them in laptops. We have the Braille keyboard. This is a keyboard that is designed for the blind. What are some of the advantages of using a keyboard? Number one, a keyboard is a very reliable input and is not prone to errors. Two, it is cost effective because when you buy a computer, the keyboard is also added to it without an additional cost. Our second kind of device that we want to look at is what referred to as the pointing device. A pointing device basically controls a cursor on the screen. A cursor is the insertion point within the screen. So as you're entering data, or we are pointing where you're controlling the cursor, we can either control by either pointing or clicking on the windows. So some of the pointing devices that we have include the mouse, the trackball, the joystick, the light pen, and the stylus. What is a mouse? A mouse is an input device that is used to enter data and instruction into a computer at a place that I told you, the insertion point that's referred to as a cursor. The items that are entered, as I said earlier, is either pointed by pointing or by clicking. So basically a mouse uses what we refer to as the graphical user interface. Graphical user interface means that we are having the menus, we're having the icons, we're having the pointing device, and so on. Some of the pointing devices that we are having are these: traditional mouse, the optical mouse, and the cordless mouse. Now, The traditional mouse, it looks like this. It has got these two mouse buttons. Then it usually uses a mouse pad. There is a ball that is usually underneath. Then there's this wheel button that is found on top here. So it's usually a mechanical mouse which has got that rubber ball. Then we have also this wheel button that is used to control the movement within the keys. Then we also have got the second kind of mouse that is referred to as an optical mouse. So this one has got an optical sensor. It's just having the same mechanism, but this one usually senses the direction of light by the movement. So it usually detects how the mouse is being controlled within the computer system. This one is more precise than the mechanical mouse, and it can either have a cable or it can be wireless using the infrared. Now, we also dealt with how you can be moving a mouse. You can either move it diagonally, you can move it to the right, you can click the left mouse button, you can click the right mouse button, and so on and so forth. These are the techniques that you're having in the mouse. If you can remember, we have the pointing, clicking, double click, triple click or right click. We have drag, drop. We have rotate the wheel, or you press the wheel button as you are using the mouse. What are the advantages of a mouse? One, it is cheap. It is easy and convenient to use. Most software usually includes an option to use it. It selects a position on the screen more faster than a keyboard. The disadvantages is slowly in selecting menu options. It basically requires a flat surface to operate. It is not very accurate when you use the mouse for drawing, and it is not easily used to input text. Our third kind of pointing device is what referred to as a trackball. It just resembles the mouse, but now the difference here is the ball is usually on top. It's located on top, and this is the ball that is used to rotate so that it shows the position of the cursor in the screen. This trackball does not require a flat surface like a mouse. This one can be used in any of the surfaces. So this rotation usually control the cursor movement. We also have got another kind of input device, and this is what referred to as a joystick. This is usually a handheld device that's used for playing games. It looks like a lever. We have others that are of different shapes and technology that are being used in various areas. And it usually control a pointer that is on the screen. This lever can be moved in any direction, and from the position where the user is can control the speed, the direction, and the pressure of that joystick. We also have got what referred to as a light pen. This is a device that is held in the hand, this one, held in the hand, and is usually sensitive to the presence and absence of light through a light-sensitive skin. This is a special hardware that is used with the light pen. So it usually detects the command of items that is being illuminated. It's being used to read barcodes, to indicate a point of entry, the screen or pad. It's also used in the design aids when you are drawing shapes and others. What are the advantages? It provides a direct mode of input. It is more precise than the mouse. The disadvantage, it only detects the presence and absence of light, and it also needs a special hardware and software to use that. In our today's assignment, we want to list the 3 uses of the mouse. Then the second one is give 3 differences between and similarities between a mouse and a trackball. Share my video. Keep on subscribing to my channel. Keep on watching my other tutorials in the computer science. Thank you.